Well, look how we're like fucking. It seems like we're puppets or something. I don't know. Welcome back. This is ZTOTV, the real deal show, the original recipe. We took some time to put some Gromy shows out in our regular slot of 8 p.m. on Saturdays on Facebook, as you know. And we did the daily doses. Now we're back with the original recipe, and I hope you're ready for some action. I'm Franklin. This is Scott. Of course, you know that. We're not joined with our friend Hank Foley. He sent me a message that said he might have the diarrhea. I'm sure he wanted y'all to know that. Evidently he ate some cracklings. Some cracklings give you old shits. Anyways, that's something for later maybe. I don't know. I wanted to talk about summer because it's kicking into season. It's the summertime. And everybody's really happy about it. I'm not.
Summertime.
Good song, though. That's a good one. What's the Miles Davis Summertime? It's just instrumental jazz, but... Anyways, everybody loves summer except for me. I'm the guy that's like all through winter just going, it's not that bad. It's just the fucking snow. That's the worst part because the temperature I can handle. I wanted to go through why summer is not my thing. I know you're kind of a summer guy though. You like the outdoorsy stuff and doing things.
A little bit of outdoorsy stuff. Yeah.
Not my thing. These are my reasons right here. I've written them out. That I hate summer. Lawnmower. You just hear them everywhere.
Just did that today.
Sun is present. Motorcycles everywhere. Loud. Why loud? Why loud? You can turn that shit down. I know what you're going to say. It's so that everybody can hear me or whatever when I'm coming on my motorcycle, but fucking come on. It's too loud. Sweat sucks. Sunburns suck. Feral teens are just everywhere. Teenagers just everywhere. No school. Just hanging out. You know, I'm an old guy. I don't like it anymore. You guys can stop. I don't like it. How about some loud-ass country music for no fucking reason? You don't hear that in the wintertime. You don't hear loud-ass country music out of nowhere for no reason in the wintertime. It just doesn't happen. It's a summertime activity. The hillbillies come out of the Friday night. And also, another thing I hate about summer, lawnmowers. Everywhere. You hear them constantly. I know I said it earlier, but lawnmowers.
Lawnmowers twice.
Yeah. Shirtless dudes? Why? You know, everybody's trying to free the nipple. I understand that. I'm trying to get shirts back on fellas, you know?
Does not even count the ones that are really shirts.
Yeah. Oh, just you cut the side out.
Yeah.
Like, fucking come on, guys. Put a goddamn shirt on. Anyways. Allergies. Fuck me every year. Mosquitoes suck. Orb spiders, have you seen those, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Orb spiders, they're all over my house. They just cover my house. I'm fine with a little jumping spider, garden spider. Orb spiders, fucking get all over ya. Fucking walk into their webs constantly. Also, you almost fucked with me. Because literally every time I walk out my door, I have to make sure there's no webs because they'll I'll walk right into one and I'll have an orb spider on me.
Yeah. Talking about the tree frog falling on me.
Oh, yeah. How did that fuck you up?
On my front door, because it was like wet and sticky.
I stepped on a bullfrog one time. It fucked my world up. I thought I stepped on a snake and I jumped up. Our friend Fish from Mississippi Bones, he was there for that one. But also lawnmowers, they're everywhere. I've mentioned it so many times because they are fucking everywhere. It's literally like the lawnmower massacre.
It's not even that bad out
in town. It's horrible. It was nice driving out in the country because like there was other smells than just grass. You know, there was like earthy scents and like natural country smells. Not kidding. Kidding in the summertime. Also, people inviting you to sit around a stank ass campfire. I don't want to do that. Don't invite me to it. I know I'm an asshole.
Hey, I got some wood.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Some wood.
You know what? I have allergies so bad, and then everybody's like, "We're gonna have a campfire. You guys should come." They don't invite me anymore People don't let me shit, but thank you for that. But that's a stupid thing that people always want to do, is sit around a fire like cavemen. You end up smelling like goddamn, like you have been smoked. Like I'm now brisket. I've been sitting around a fire for 3 hours, inhaling it in. And finally, the motherfucking sun. I know I mentioned that one earlier too, but it's there and it fucks me up.
Lawnmowers 3 times, sun twice.
Sun twice. Some of the other stuff you don't have to mention again because, you don't hear loud-ass country music all the time. But
no.
There's a lot of times.
The other day my girlfriend handed me a Snickers bar. She said, "Hey, you're not you when you're hungry." And I tell her I'm not hungry. I just always look like Steve Buscemi. I was kind of disappointed by that, I think. I love my girlfriend, man. She's a really cool lady. She's a teacher, which is cool. Yeah. That was fair, by the way. She teaches Russian literature because there's some people who, when they get to college, they're not depressed yet. So, yeah. Just wants to make sure they all have the same opportunities, It's pretty nice. I was driving around earlier and listening to my favorite album of all time, which, as many of you might agree, is gotta be Shaq Diesel by Shaquille O'Neal. It's a really good one. It's a great album, man. Some good tracks on there. There's one called Giggin' On 'Em, which is up there. That's one where he gigs on people. That's kind of self-explanatory, that one. There's another one called I Hate to Brag, But Damn I'm Good. I'll tell you right now, one of those things is a lie. He's really good. And he likes to talk about it. But I think my favorite track on that album has got to be one called Where You At. Because that is a song where Shaq's friends can't find him anywhere. He goes, "Hey Shaq, where are you at?" "I'm over here." "Yo Shaq, where are you at?" "Yo, I'm over here." "Yo Shaq, where are you at?" "I'm over here." Why can't you find him? You know that dude is 7'1"? 7'1"! That is a whole foot taller than people need to be, I think. I don't know. I'm 6 foot, I can reach all the top shelves. That's enough for me.
But yeah, that's my piece on summer. I wanted to mention to you, it's in the news, but the Kathy Griffin thing. What's your thoughts on that? Did you see that?
Holding up the
head. It's like a big deal, dude.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, people went crazy. They went crazy. I said
it's probably not a good idea to do.
No, it's not tasteful. I'll give you that. But I said to somebody today, I said, it did precisely what it was intended to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, a good art is always going to cause a reaction.
Yeah.
Like it's not good. It's there to make the uncomfortable feel at ease, and the people who are at ease feel uncomfortable. It's designed for that. Yeah. So if that made you feel uncomfortable, that's exactly what it was supposed
Trump
to do.
is offensive because he's just, an asshole. This is trying to be artistic and being offensive, but
it was tasteless.
Yeah, with him it's just he's tasteless and he hasn't done anything like that.
The whole thing, the piece of work itself, no matter whether it's tasteless or not, was a piece of art that did precisely its design purpose, which was to shock people, to get a big reaction, and also, no matter what you say about Kathy Griffin losing her jobs, and she got fired from a couple different things.
Everything she does.
But it will eventually be good for her, because who was even thinking? I didn't even know she had a current project, to be honest with you. And now her name is in my world. So it definitely did that for her. And people who say she won't come back from this, look at Mel Gibson. He just won a fucking huge award, right? For some movie that he directed or something. And look what he did previously to that. Woo! Party time, guys!
Champagne's popping!
But anyways, everything will be fine. Guys, fucking relax, okay? For God's sakes, Guar's probably already cut his head off in a goddamn live show. I don't know for sure, but I promise you they have. They've cut every president's head off. Right on stage. They had a Barack Obama, they had a George W. Bush, they had fucking Bill Clinton. I'm sure every year that there's a new president, they get a new fucking dummy with fake blood all through it, and they cut its head off. It's just fucking what it is, man. It's not any worse than anything that the asshole's actually doing to the world. But
just backed out of the Paris Agreement.
Yeah,
I believe that was just today.
Yeah, he's a dumb ass. And that whole Kofifi. Yeah,
Kofifi.
Yeah. Did you see where Spicer said that Trump and a very small group of people know what that means? Are you fucking kidding me? That guy drank too much goddamn Glenlivet, and he fucking got on Twitter. Come Fifi, and then he fell asleep. That's exactly what he did. Just don't. What world do we live in?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Ridiculous shit. But the whole deal. I'm sick of it. It wasn't that offensive to me. I was more offended by the fact that they were going to do this, right? It was clearly going to be a big thing. Spend a little bit more time on the prosthetic head. I know like 3 dudes that can fucking make a better head than that. I think Ken could probably make a better head than that. But anyways.
For the past several years, I have been traveling the Midwest looking for kick-ass bands and quality venues that you need to know about. I am Jeremy Schindorf, and this is That Local Metal Show.
I really like music with a lot of soul to it, a lot of heart to it. I'm not a technical kind of a guy, player-wise. It's got to be something that I really feel. So that kind of music is what really pulls, I think, and a lot of it is in our music, I think.
Yeah.
It does have a definite groove to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just straightforward, constant hit you in the face.
Right.
There's a lot of changes in it and things like that. I think that really gets, pull some emotion out of somebody. And that's when I first heard these guys, when I got into the band, that's immediately what I heard.
had a big sports moment for Scott, so he might be a little out of it. You want to do a sports corner? Do you have some topics you'd like to discuss? Do you not want to do one on a down note?
I mean, the Cavs just lost game 1 of the finals just about 10 minutes ago. So you want to rub salt in the wound? We need to get you some salt, huh?
No, but
is that what you want me to do?
I don't want you to feel bad about your team losing, but I did want to talk about the game, kind of. I mean, what do you think they could have done better? You had some pointers I heard.
Turnovers.
Turnovers.
They were really bad with the turnovers.
The little piece of the game that I saw, it seemed like they were really out of their element for some reason. Like they were being confounded by the defense and the offense of the Golden State Warriors.
Wow, that was a good analogy. Wow.
Yeah, I'm like a sports guy, I've been practicing.
Yeah, damn. I didn't bring my game down.
No, I don't. I just noticed that they were like really struggling to figure out how to get around it, and it was.
Yeah, we started off, punch for punch, and it was close at halftime, and then they got right after halftime they got ahead, and we could never, chip away at it.
But there's how many more games are left?
Possibly 6.
Okay.
If it goes
best of 6.
Best of 7. There's 7 altogether.
Okay.
So.
See, I don't. That's how much I know about sports. But they'll pull it out, man. They'll be fine.
Game 2 Sunday,
right,
in Golden State. We'll see how that goes.
They're trying to get inside of LeBron's head by writing vulgar, racist things on his house. I didn't see pictures of it, so I don't know exactly what it looked like. But
yeah,
how the fuck did they get? He has to have like a gate and shit, right?
I think that's what they did.
They did on a gate, or
yeah, something.
Yeah. They wrote the N-word. I think you know the one.
I'm making you say it.
Yeah, you just thought it in your head. You're like, I know what he's saying. That's fucked up. Basketball fans are crazy when you get that. When you're that intense about it, like.
I'm pretty intense when it gets like.
But you're not even burning a jersey in the street. Are you burning a jersey in the street intense?
No.
You're like regular sports fan intense. Like you get to the reasonable level of intensity that someone can be
the game
a fan
can
of.
either make or break me emotionally. Yeah.
Right.
But nothing psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna like if he leaves the Cavs, if LeBron leaves the Cavs again, what would you do? What would you be like? Motherfucker, got me again.
I would just really not watch too much basketball. That's what would happen.
You wouldn't adopt? Would you adopt a different team?
No. Cavs are always my team, but it's hard to watch a team that sucks. And I watched them for a few years while he was gone. Went up to Cleveland, drove up to Cleveland knowing this team sucks.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose.
Yeah.
But I got to watch Kyrie Irving, and he's a superstar.
See, I love it whenever there's a basketball team that like has a huge player like that, like LeBron James, because then I always think how horrible it would be to be the guy that like sucks, kind of like the worst player on the team. Like you're the worst guy, but you get a chance to play one time, and you're like, oh fuck, nobody's even on me right now. I could totally make this fucking three, and then you look over and see LeBron's like, hey. Come on, and then you're like, oh, but I can shoot it right now. This is I never get to play. I would almost want to go, LeBron, come on, let me just do this one.
Yeah, that's more what it's like to play with guys like Jordan.
Yeah,
but
he did seem to be like a captain.
Yeah, but LeBron is like, if the guy. Plus, they're not going to put anybody on the team that can't shoot an open three. So anybody that's on the team with maybe a couple of big men that I wouldn't want to shoot three, but everybody else they trust. If you're open, you should be able. You're an NBA player. If you're open, you should be able to make. I can make an open three.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I can't make an open two.
Not every time, of course.
But I wanted
not even a layup. Can't even make it a layup.
Dude, I suck so bad. The last time I played basketball was embarrassing. It was just embarrassing. It was all for for two reasons. One, I'm horrible at the game. 2, it was one of those hoops that's on a pole. So if you miss it, if you gotta go fucking go get it. So every time I missed it, I had to go get it. I was fucking tired. I am out of shape and I'm old. And it was several years ago, so I imagine I'm much worse now. You got anything else you'd like to talk about today? Before we wrap it up?
Bats.
Bats. What happened? You got some?
No, just bats.
Bats in general?
Just bats, yeah.
Bats suck. We've fought them many times.
Yeah.
When's the last time you fought one at the varsity club?
Yeah.
When we killed that one?
Yeah,
We didn't kill it. We didn't kill it. Listen, we've never killed a bat in our lives.
We caught and released it.
We catch them delicately by the wings. You kiss it on the forehead and you let it go into the sky.
Actually, they'll perch on your hand.
Yeah, upside down.
Actually, just like this.
Feed them blood with a little dropper. Yeah, they suck. What's that? What do you got that in your mind? Are they out? Are they out and about? Are we going to run into one?
No.
It's that kind of weather.
I might have just, gave us the omen. Now we're
now we're going to fight bats.
A bat shows up. We would definitely catch and release it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never ever. I'll tell you one thing. I would never ever hit a bat with a broom and then stomp on it until it was into smithereens. I would never ever do that.
You're ridiculous.
Oh, he's got records, he's got tapes, he's got DVDs, VSH, he's got a bunch of CDs, but he's got a show, it's a Grammy show. It's the Grammy Show. Oh, it's the Grammy Show.
The Grammy Show is recorded live at 1206 West Robb Avenue in beautiful Lima, Ohio. We are only here to help.